Yo, what is up? This is DevineYGO, and yo, I literally just woke up like not too long ago. Yeah, I mean, you already see the title. Going to regionals. Me and the boys, we going to regionals. Actually, I'm just taking this intro real quick because I am running a little late, so we're not actually allowed to film inside the building. So hopefully, if I can remember, after each round, I'll like whip out the camera and talk about my rounds. But if not, after the regionals, I will record my rounds and stuff like that. I don't know. This is my first time making a vlog and first time at a regionals. So we'll see how this goes. But anyways, yeah, let's just, yeah, I'll see y'all in a bit. All right, met up with the boys. Yeah, I'm recording. Oh. We're here. Yeah. Could have been here earlier. But you know, had some issues. Physical difficulties.
Oh yeah, it was mad physical. We're here like this right now. You can record after we finish our tournament too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a different story after.
X9, all of us, right? X9 crew?
Yeah,
X9. Right, Andy? Right, Andy? We X9 crew? I got my boy Andy up here. He playing Pacific Rim today. He playing Pacific Rim. Got the boys. Look at this long line. They moved us from outside to in here just to wait again. Just to wait. And I got my boy FrostyMcNugs.
Hey, FrostyMcNugs. We're gonna smash all the Flunder players. Eldritch going down. DragonMaid reigns supreme.
Okay. All right.
And click that bell.
Click that. Oh, yeah, thank you. You feel the same way he did?
Unsubscribe.
All right, so played round 1 and round 2. Didn't have time to record after round 1. Things kind of went by real fast. So round 1, I played against Sword Soul, 10U Sword Soul, and I went first game 1. I believe I won the die roll. Set up Trouble Sunny, and then I had like Valor, Ash, and Ghost Spell, I think, in my hand. Yeah, he ends up baiting out a lot of my hand traps, and then pretty much just ends up setting up his board, and then takes out Trouble Sunny, or baits out Trouble Sunny with I think Vishuda, to the one that targets the bounce. Chain Trouble Sunny, brought out Kiseki on Lilla, popped a card, and then drew. Didn't drew anything to help me that turn. He ends up building a pretty scary board. Can't remember what he summoned out, but he built a scary board. Next turn, I couldn't out it, and we just ended up going to game 2. Game 2, I go first. I side in D barriers. Didn't see them. Didn't draw them, which kind of sucked. Set up Trouble Sunny. I had Torrential and a few other hand traps. I had Nib as well. And then I passed for turn. He summons a bunch of monsters, and then got to the point where I chained Trouble Sunny and then activated, or chained Nib. So yeah, got the Nib off, and then got my Evil Twins on board. I ended up burning him too much with Sunny Snitch, and then ended up doing too much damage to him, or damage to his life points to pretty much do anything. So yeah, he scoops game 2, and then game 3, we're actually running out of time on game 3. I think we only had like 30 or 40 seconds. So he goes and starts off game 3. So he starts out with the Incredible Ecclesia, summons out Mo Yi. Mo Yi effect brings out token, and then summons Chi Xiao. Chi Xiao adds Long Yuan. Activate Long Yuan's effect to summon a token, and special summons itself. And then on resolution of the token summoning, I activated Nib, and he just had nothing. he couldn't burn me, so he was like, all right, yeah, he had nothing. So game 1, or round 1, ended up getting a draw. And then game 2, which I just got done playing, was against Despia, and yeah, I just had a horrible time. Something he did to me was I normal summoned one of my starters, brought out the extender from the deck, and then he, on resolution, he super polyed me. So yeah, you know, that kind of sucked. I think he brought out Despia Proskinian or something. The one that needs a Despia monster, a light, and a dark monster to summon. So yeah, that's how round 2 went. Round 2 ended in like literally like 5-8 minutes. I lost pretty fast, really quickly. Couldn't do a whole lot. My hand traps didn't draw them. Game 1 against Despia in round 2, I drew triple live twin home and a ghost ogre and a Veiler. Pretty bad. So game 1, I just bricked too hard, couldn't do anything. Game 2, I set up Trouble Sunny, but yeah, he ended up just out grinding me, and I couldn't do a whole lot. And yeah, he ended up taking the win. We'll see how we do round 3. I believe there's 9 rounds. I think it was confirmed that there's 9 rounds for this regional, so we'll see how we do. Your boy is currently 0 wins, 1 tie, 1 loss. So not horrible, not the worst. So yeah, we'll see how the rest goes. For the vlog, how are you doing?
Pacific Rim lost me today. It's because it was the second one. It was the rising one. That's why.
My boy, how are you doing?
PK too strong.
PK too strong. For the vlog, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. 1-1. I suck.
1-1? That's good. That's good. My boy Greg, want me part of the vlog?
Yeah. I got destroyed by Sword Soul.
Sword Soul?
Fun times, yeah, no. I've heard Auroradon's a pretty good card.
Nah,
just...
Got him. I got you, huh?
I got flat.
Alright, so just played round 3 and played against Floowandereez. And honestly, I was like, oh man, this probably ain't gonna go too well. If he de-shifters me, it's game. Like straight up, just next game. Oh, there's a bug. Get out of here, bug. Anyways, so I win the die roll, end up setting up Trouble Sunny. I had Veiler and Ash, I think. Passive return, my opponent draws and then activates Dark Ruler, and then activates the adventure card. The one that he managed to Robina from his hand, I think. Adds Eaglin. Normal summons Eaglin. Eaglin effects, chain Robina. Adds Robina back, and then Eaglin adds Empen, I think. And then on resolution, normal summons the Robina, and then I chain Veiler, negates the Robina, and then he sets 1 back row, passes for turn. I draw, I activate Trouble Sunny's effect, tributing it, summoning Kisakyo and Lila back out from the grave. Lila's effect to destroy the back row ended up being Twin Twister. And then I drew for Kisakyo effect. Went back into Trouble Sunny, attacked into Eaglin with Trouble Sunny, and then tagged out for the Kisakyo and Lila, attacked the Robina. And by this point, his health was very, very low. So I ended up going back into Trouble Sunny during main phase 2. I had Sunny Snitch on the field. I had 2 Sunny Snitches on the field at this point. And then, yeah, he just scoops, goes to game 2 because he told me he had nothing. So game 2, he starts, pretty much does almost the same thing. He activates the Prosperity this time, banishes 6, adds the map to his hand from the Prosperity. Uses map, something, I forgot what exactly happened, but Robina ended up getting banished again, summons Eaglin, tries to do the exact same play, and luckily I had Imperm, so I Impermed the Robina on summon, and he just had nothing, so he passed turn from there, I draw, and I was able to break his board, and then he just scooped. He's like, yeah, you got it, so ended up taking a game on, or taking a round on Floowandereez. Honestly, I told him straight up, like, honestly, I just got hecka lucky because you didn't draw D-Shifter. If you drew D-Shifter, it would have been game over. Game over, hands down. And he was like, yeah, didn't see it once at all, both games. So I was like, dang, I got mad lucky. Like I said, if he drew D-Shifter, that was game over. But yeah, I'm going to head back inside. And if the other guys, or once the other guys show up, then I'll start recording again and see what they did, or how they did. So my score right now is 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie. So 1-1-1. We're not doing too bad. Not too bad.
had to.
How do we do, boys?
Woo! Pacific Rim. Today we end the apocalypse.
Pacific Rim. You won?
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice.
Nah.
Nah.
2-0 against Dragon Link, so
Dang.
that hurts.
What'd you play against, Andy?
I played a Raidraptor, Yugioh, like turbo. Oh my goodness. Not Greg. It wasn't Greg. It was someone else. I was like,
Oh, okay.
What is this? Black Wings? Oh my gosh.
It's like Raidraptor. I was like, that sounds like Greg.
He's a cool kid though. The Duncan dude. He's really nice. I like him. He's super chill.
I played.
It takes too long for me.
I played Thunders.
Ooh. Did you beat Delancey at least?
I won.
Oh boy! What's up?
You know why I won?
Why?
He didn't open shifter.
Okay. Okay.
Game 1 and 2. He didn't see shifter, so I was like, okay, we in business.
We in business, okay.
Isn't that the deck you were most worried about?
Oh yeah.
All right. Not gonna lie, that card is terror.
Oh yeah. All right, but I don't know if you saw it, but Michael's here.
Michael's here?
Yeah.
Where?
He's inside.
Oh, is he?
Yep.
Oh, sweet. Go say hi to him.
Came over and said, I got to buy. And that guy was sitting at the wrong table the whole time.
So you had to play for your buy.
Yes! What a freaking face.
You had to play for your buy. Anything to say to that, FrostyMcNugs?
Hey, it's what happens when you go to regionals. You gotta earn your buys.
You gotta earn your buy. You see that, Ben? Earn your buys. So, okay, this guy, get out of here. All right, Johnny. So, who you played against?
I'll play the big dog.
Play the big dog. This guy right here. How'd it go?
I won one against Ben, and I lost two.
Lost it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's a nice 2 shots.
Yeah, I agree.
How did you do?
I won.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you're 2-1?
1-1-1. Yeah. 1 win, 1 loss, 1 tie. So I apologize, but round 4 through 9, I actually didn't have a whole lot of time to actually record my rounds, like explain my rounds. So yeah, I'm at home and I'm gonna do my best to explain the rest, or the rest of the games. So round 4, played against DDD, and was quite interesting because I was not prepared to play against DDD, and it was actually one. Like I just wasn't expecting to play against DDD. I was so focused on things like Dragon Link, Prank Kid Brave, Phantom Knight Brave, Eldritch, Floowandereez. I was expecting those kind of decks, and then DDD came out of nowhere. I was like, oh, okay, I don't know what to hit. I don't know what cards to hand trap. All I knew was that you had to negate Gilgamesh. That's all I knew. Don't destroy it, but negate it. So I was like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And I did those things, but unfortunately, they just had the cards to extend through, and I was just like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I hit the Gilgamesh, what do I do now? And I'll be dead honest, I don't really remember how the games went in round 4. I just know your boy got whooped. I apologize, I don't really remember how round 4 went. I just know your boy got whooped. I didn't know what to hit, and it was a learning experience. I never played against DDD with the new support before, so it was good experience. Good experience. Alright. How did we do, LP?
2-2, baby.
2-2? Nice. Alright, Nick, how did we do?
I lost, but then he dropped after. So I got the win. I got the dub.
Okay, we take those. Take those. Alright, Johnny, how we do?
Oh man, I lost. I won 1.
1-1? Okay.
Yeah. That was okay though.
What you play against?
Cyphering.
Cypher? Ooh,
Yeah, it was interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Just pure ciphering?
It was pure ciphering. It was a bad matchup for me though, but it was good though.
Dang, okay. Oh, okay. This guy's waiting for me. This guy's waiting for me. Alright, FrostyMcNugs, how'd you do?
Hey, what's up, YouTube? I got the fattest dub ever known to man exactly at 10 minutes. It was insane. He dropped right after. It was just a slaughter. DragonMaid too strong, and it was my second buy, so.
Oh, you got a buy?
Yeah, he didn't show after 10.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. This guy. Pacific Rim himself. How did we do?
What did I say? Too strong. We end the apocalypse. We 3-1 right now. We
Nice,
good. We
nice.
good. Woo!
I lost.
What's your record right now?
Okay, the brother I was playing Thigh Twins, so I had pure knowledge of the deck. So I was like, okay,
that's
this is
good.
perfect. Like, I can play around it.
My score right now is 1 win, 1 tie, and 2 loss.
And then round 5. Round 5 was actually one of the one of the rounds that actually surprised me the most. Definitely did not see this deck coming, and it was Magnet Warriors. So my opponent was playing Magnet Warriors, and I was like, oh, okay, I for sure don't know how the heck this deck works. But yeah, round 5, went up against Magnet Warriors. I lost the die roll, and my opponent starts the game off by summoning a few of the Electromagnet Warriors. And then he did some stuff to send Magnet Warriors to the graveyard from the deck. Passes his turn with like 3 defense position monsters. I draw for turn, and then I read that his monsters all had effects that like tag themselves out. So I was like, okay, Lila's pop effect is gonna be kind of useless because she's gonna lose targeting, or she's gonna lose her targets. But I figured I'd try it out, and I ended up summoning Kisakyo and Lila, and then trying to use Lila's effect to pop one of his cards or one of his monsters. He tags it out, obviously, and I think my thought process behind doing that was like make him use his effects to like get all his monsters out. So I don't fully know what the thought process was, but yeah, I ended up going to Trouble Sunny, attacking into one of them. Kind of forgot what I ended up doing or what I ended my board on. I just know a couple turns later my opponent summons Berserkion and then activates that one spell card where it makes his monsters like they can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, I think, for that turn. So yeah, summons Berserkion, activates that card, and then activates Berserkion's effect and starts popping off. He just starts banishing monsters from his graveyard and starts popping my field. And I was like, okay, this, I don't know what the heck, what am I gonna do? Ends up destroying my board and summoning more Magnet Warriors. He had like Berserkion and 4 attack position Magnet Warriors, and then just swung for game for big damage. And after I lost game 1, I was like, dang, I just lost to Magnet Warriors. So I was like, okay, all right, recollect yourself, Devin. We got this. We got this. So game 2, I saw in game 1 that he banished a lot for Berserkion to start doing stuff. So I was like, okay, if I sided in Lancia's, he won't be able to use Berserkion's effect to, you know, pop my stuff. So I sided in Lancia's. So game 2 starts. I'm gonna go first. I set up Trouble Sunny and pass turn. And I'll be dead honest, I don't really remember how game 2 actually ended up going. But fortunately, I did end up winning. And then going on to game 3, my opponent starts off by summoning a Magnet Warrior and then setting 3 back row and then ends his turn. So he set 3 back row and passed for turn. I was like, okay, I feel pretty good because in my starting hand, I had drawn Harpy's Feather Duster. I was like, I drew for turn and I'm like, oh man, dude, I'm about to end your whole career right here. I'm about to end you. So I was like, okay, standby, main phase. He's like, nope, you're good. I was like, okay, Harpy's Feather Duster. And his face just dropped. He was like, oh. I was like, okay. Judging by that reaction, he got nothing to stop it. So he sends his back row to the graveyard, and I had destroyed Imperm, Foolish Burial, and Poly. And honestly, I was a little confused on why he set Foolish Burial and Poly. Maybe it was for the intimidation factor, but after the match, he actually told me that he's like, yeah, honestly, I needed the Foolish Burial and the Poly so I can like do stuff next turn. And so I was thinking, I was like, why would you set those then if you needed them? Like, sure, like intimidation factor, I get that. Like mind games, I get that. But I don't know if the risk was worth it. But anyways, I ended up popping his monster with Lila's effect, Evil Twin Lila, and then going to Trouble Sunny, and then, you know, swinging for 5,500 through the Trouble Sunny and the Kisakyo and Lila. Pass for turn, and then he wasn't really able to do a whole lot, and I ended up just swinging for game the next turn, and yeah, that's how round 5 went. Round 6, ended up playing against another DDD player, and in my head, I was like, okay, what the heck? As I said, DDD was one of the matchups I was not really expecting to see a whole lot of. So I was like, okay, I am not prepared for this matchup. And then hearing that my boy Ben, he was playing against decks that he was like, okay, you know, I know how this works. And I was like, okay, you know, that's fine. He played against like Evil Twins. There was another Evil Twin player there he played against, and he was like, yeah, you know, because me and Ben, we play a lot. We've play tested a lot, practiced a lot against each other's decks, and yeah, so he had pretty much full knowledge of what Evil Twins do. He had full knowledge of what the deck does. And then he played against, I think he played against Floowandereez as well. And he plays the deck too himself, so yeah, he played a bunch of decks. Oh yeah, he had a mirror match too against another PK deck, and so yeah, he just played against a bunch of decks that he had knowledge of already. And I was just like, you know, that, you know, must be nice. I'm over here playing against DDD and Despia, and I'm just like, man, I don't know how to play against these decks, because like, I mean, my buddy Lapao, he plays Despia, but I don't play against his Despia deck too often. So I had no idea what to do against Despia, aside from just hitting the Aliber and stopping Branded in red, I think. Branded in red. But anyways, that's off topic. As for the games for round 6, I honestly don't remember. I apologize. This vlog sucks. I'm so sorry. But I just remember beating myself up a bit for after the match, or after the round, because I could have won, but I made 1 or 2 really bad misplays that just cost me pretty much the entire round. And yeah, I was just like, dang it. I just felt so bad. I was like, oh, you misplaying, Devin. What are you doing? Like, I remember having board advantage and hand traps, but like he played through the hand traps, and then he summoned a monster, and I think at this point he had a little bit too much. Like, he had too many monsters on board that I didn't know what was gonna happen. And so I activated Trouble Sunny's effect on summon, and then he had no response, and then I chained Torrential and blew up the entire field. Activating Torrential was where I messed up, because I had forgotten I had been warned not to destroy Gilgamesh. So I destroyed Gilgamesh with Torrential. Gilgamesh goes to the grave, and then he ends up summoning one of his DD monsters. Ends up making full board again and just breaks my board, and he outgrinded me, and I ended up losing, and I ended up just like, yeah. What are you doing, Devin? What are you doing? You had the win, and you just set it down. You're like, nah, I don't want that win. Nah, no. Wins? Who takes wins? But yeah, that's how round 6 went.
Just lost.
What's the hardest matchup?
Yo.
How do we do?
Huh?
How do we do?
Nothing but dubs.
I lost. Over you, Greg?
4-2.
Nice. I lost. I lost.
You have you lose against?
You have one job, bro.
Another DDD.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was tough. Dude, just extend after extend.
What's your winner?
My score is 2-1-3.
2-1-3.
Yeah.
You still got a chance. But it's gonna put that tiebreaker. I don't think you'll win the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I have no idea.
3-3.
3-3?
Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, I saw another YouTube brother over there. He's actually like known. Like, I know this guy. I was like, dude, I know this face. And he was like, huh? Yeah, at the brother.
Oh, he's here?
Yeah, he's here. He's cool.
Hey, but have you been DevineYGO though?
Well, it wasn't him. It was
you been
someone else.
DevineYGO though?
Dude, never seen him in my life, man.
Oh, gotta let me know, man.
I liked his hero profile and everything, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this guy.
Oh, that's so trash.
And then round 7, played against another Despia. I was like, okay, why? But anyways, round 7, okay, this is gonna sound so trash, but I don't remember a whole lot either from round 7. I just remember that round 7 was the first time ever that I actually had to call a judge for a ruling. So my opponent, I think he polyed his Dramaturge and one of his monsters, and fusion summoned into the Despia monster, where he can quick effect make his opponent's monster's attack becomes 0. So on Fusion Summon, he attempted to activate Dramaturge's effect in the graveyard to reborn itself, and he tried to chain his Despia monster to that to try and chain block. And I was like, is that an on summon effect? He was like, no, but it's a quick effect, so I can chain it to chain block it. I was like, that's not how that works. So I had to explain to him, I was like, chain blocking, how it works is that you need multiple effects that activate at the same time. Like, for example, if the Despia monster that he summoned, if it was an on summon effect, then he would have been able to chain block it. And he was like, no, it's a quick effect, like I can do this. And I was like, okay, let me get a judge. So I called a judge over, and we explained what was happening. The judge ended up ruling it in my favor, and I was like, yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure I was right. But at the same time, I had a little bit of doubt in me. I was looking at him while the judge was reading the card, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh man, oh please, don't make me look stupid right now, please, come on, I know I'm right, but please. But the judge ended up ruling it in my favor, and as I knew, like, it should have happened. But again, I had the doubt because I was like, oh man, like, what if the judge calls against it, and then I just look dumb, and I was like, okay, you know, all right. But anyways, he ended up taking the game anyways, so I was like, okay, I called the judge over, I won the judge ruling, but I still lost, so who's the actual winner here? And then game 2, I actually had to call a judge again, so he fusion summoned Masquerade Dragon by using Dramaturge and something else, I forget. And then attempted to activate Dramaturge's effect to reborn itself, and then I ghost spelled it. And he was asking me like, okay, so ghost spell negates the activation, correct? I was like, that is correct. So he attempts to activate another branded card. I can't remember, but another fusion card. I can't remember what it was. He banished Dramaturge and used his Masquerade Dragon and fusion summoned into another Masquerade Dragon and attempted to activate Dramaturge effect again to try and reborn itself. And I was like, that doesn't work. He was telling me like, yeah, you negated the activation, but it says, Dramaturge says you can only use this effect, and because you negated the activation, it never went off. And I was like, no. And it was actually really good that this ruling issue actually came up for me a while back while I was playing some casuals with the boys, and we had the same issue with the you can only use this effect of blah 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 versus like negating activations and stuff like that. Because me and my boys, we ran into an issue where it's like, if you had Nibiru and you attempted to activate in hand to, yeah, you know, Nibiru the field, and the activation gets negated, would you be able to use Nibiru again? And we did some research and we found out no, you cannot, because the same reason as the judge told my opponent. Even though the activation was negated, because the effect says you can only use this effect of Dramaturge once per turn, he said something like the card was still acknowledged that it was attempting to activate the effect, so pretty much he wasn't able to use the effect again. And yeah, so he ruled in my favor again, and then homeboy ended up winning again. So yeah, I won the judge calls, but I lost the games. So like I said, who really won here? But the dude was a cool guy. After the games, we talked a little bit, and he was pretty cool. He was nice.
It's gonna close by the time we go out.
Guys are talking about food. We're around 7 in, and we're all hungry.
Your boy just got a win because his opponent didn't show up.
This guy did. Me, no, I lost. You got anything to say? In the same ball. In the same ball.
Oh, God handle.
How about you, Greg?
I've heard Chocolate Tea card, and
You got one job.
I got one job. Yeah, I got one job. Obliterated by it, you know, just set Chocolate, activate Chocolate. Oh no. Anyway, bye. Yeah, the one job was the top one. I didn't play a lot.
Yeah, then we got Nick. Nick over here. He beat base.
Yeah, Adamancipator, you know.
Adamancipator, doing good, dude. Doing good. And got my boy Johnny over here playing Witchcrafter against Virtual World and won.
That's right.
Won Virtual World.
Not just Levi lost. He takes all the time.
I gotta tell the vlog.
Guys, it was 1-1, and then game 3 burned with Frank Case.
No difference from my first year.
Okay.
Okay, why would
Oh, okay.
All right, so round 8. Round 8, I played against Invoked Dogmatika Shadol, and I was like, okay, all right, you know, this ain't too bad because my boy Ben, he plays Invoked Shadol Dogmatika, and I was like, okay, so I actually do know how to play against this deck, so I'm all right. So game 1, I think I lost the die roll. So my opponent starts, he normal summons Alistair and attempts to activate Alistair effect. I used Effect Veiler, negating it, and then links it off for Almirage, and then goes into Security Guard. I almost said Cyber Scardna or something like that for some reason. Yeah, summon Security Guardna, and then or not even Security Guardna, it's Secure Guardna. Oh my gosh. Pass his turn, and then I start, and then my turn I draw. I didn't have any. I didn't open up one of the twins, so I think I had Secret Password. So I activate Secret Password, and he uses Ash. So I was like, oh, okay. Again, I had no twins in my hand. I had no other starters, so I was like, okay, Secret Password, got ashed. I have to pass turn. So I pass turn. I think he activates Prosperity, I think, and gets out. Not, I almost said Aliber. He adds Alistair, and then normal summons Alistair, attempts to activate effect, and then I Veiler again because I had drawn into a second one. So Alistair gets negated, and then he just swings with both Alistair and Secure Guardna, and the passive for turn. I drew into another starter. I think it was another Secret Password. Yeah, activated it. I was like, Secret Password, is that cool? Ash Blossom. I was like, okay, so I Veiler your Alistair twice. Yeah, Ash Blossom, my Secret Password twice. I was like, what kind of game is this? It was super funny. It was super funny. But yeah, game 1, he ended up winning. Because I think on his turn he actually ended up getting Mechaba out, and just ended up doing too much damage to me. I kept drawing bricks the next few turns, and yeah, I just couldn't do anything. And then going into game 2, I sided in Lancias because I was like, okay, you know, oh, Shadol Schism, you know, he can't. I can stop Shadol Schism, and oh, I can stop Invocation, because most of the time he's gonna use Invocation to banish Alistair from graveyard or materials from graveyard. So I was like, okay, you know, I'll side in the Lancias. And then game 2 starts, I set up, I just get Trouble Sunny on field, and that yada yada, the same Evil Twin shenanigans, a couple hand traps in hand. My opponent goes, and I end up just out grinding him and destroying his stuff. He couldn't do a whole lot to break my board. He made a couple misplays. And yeah, I ended up taking game 2. Game 3, I think I sided out one of my Lancias, one of my Lancias, and threw in Droll, I think. Yeah, I think I threw in Drolls because I think if he activated, the thought process was like, okay, if he summons Alistair, adds Invocation, I can Droll him, and then he can't add any other cards, or like if he activates Nadir Servant, adds a Dogmatika card, I can Droll there, and then he can't add the Schism off of Construct. But unfortunately, I didn't draw any of those. I didn't draw Lancias or Drolls that turn, so that kind of sucked. I can't remember exactly what happened, but he ended up getting Mechaba on field with Magical Meltdown, and then on my turn, I baited out Mechaba's effect. I think I normal summoned Kiss-a-Kill, and then attempted to activate effects, and he used Mechaba's effect to banish it, negate and banish the Kiss-a-Kill. And then I think I had Live Twin Home in hand, so I just Live Twin Home, summoned Lila from deck, and just continued my play, went to Trouble Sunny, and then well, I went into the Lila and popped the Mechaba, went to Trouble Sunny, and then Evil Twin Shotgun combo, Trouble Sunny for 33, and then Kiss-a-Kill and Lila for 22. And then like at one point he had like Ecclesia and Fleur and stopped some of my plays, and then I just ended up outgrinding him. That's pretty much all it came down to, outgrinding him, and ended up winning. But yeah, really cool guy, really cool player. But we ended up taking the dub, so I was happy. You know, improving my scoreboard, improving the scores. So yeah, I was happy. And then round 9, the final round. Played against Tri Brigade DPE, and I was like, oh, okay. Like, honestly, I wasn't really expecting too much Tri Brigade. I mean, I saw like some people playing Bird Up, like not against me, but like around, like people sitting around me which is pretty cool. But wasn't expecting to see like a pure Tri-Brigade DPE kind of deck. I guess you can't really call it pure if it's got DPE in it, right? So it's like what, Tri-Brigade Destiny Heroes. Anyways, yeah. So Tri-Brigade DPE. I think he won the die roll, and he ended up discarding Kit to special summon Karis from hand. Activate Kit's effect. Dumps the Nerval. Nerval effect adds Fractal. Banishes Kit and Nerval from grave to activate Karis effect to special summon a Link monster, and I effect Veiler. From there, he passed his turn. I guess he just didn't have a whole lot to extend from there, so pretty unfortunate. I ended up just setting up Trouble Sunny. He couldn't, like, he had nothing to interrupt me. Wiped out Karis and just did a lot of damage to him and passed the turn. He drew, and he just did not draw anything to out my Trouble Sunny. So ended up winning and going on to game 2. Game 2, he starts. I don't think I. Oh yeah. I cited in Lancias again because I was like, okay, it's Tri-Brigade, so Lancia should stop them because they can't banish. So yeah, I cited in Lancias. My opponent starts and he activates Obedient Schooled, and I was like, oh, is this Melfi Tri-Brigade? I was like, I don't think many other Tri-Brigade builds actually play Obedient Schooled. So I was like, okay, this will be interesting. And honestly, I was really scared because I play Melfi Tri-Brigade myself, and I'm like, I know the kind of board you can get off of Obedient Schooled, and I was like, this may be this might not go well. I don't know if I can. I don't think I can out the board that he could possibly make with the hand I have. So activates Obedient Schooled, summons Kit. I was like, okay, yeah, that's already a bad start for me. And then he summons Valeraphon, and I was like, immediately I was like, okay. And then for the third monster, he summons Karis. I was like, oh, okay, so I guess it's not Melfi. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw those 3 monsters come out, and I was immediately like, oh my gosh, like, oh, okay, oh, woohoo! But you almost had me. That sounds bad, I know. That sounds horrible. He uses Kit and Karis to go into the raccoon, the Shonen, or not Shonen, the Ronin Raccoon or something like that. Activates Ronin Raccoon's effect and detaches Kit to special summon a token. Kit's effect adds or dumps Nerval. Nerval adds something. I forgot what he added. He ended up summoning another monster and then used the token Valeraphon and that extra monster he summoned out and summoned Naturia Beast. And I was like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. And then he set 1 back row, I think, and passed turn. I drew for turn, and luckily I actually saw a twin in my hand. So normal summon, just popped off, got or I summoned Lila or Kiss Kill, then summoned Lila to get the pop effect. Destroyed the back row because I was like, honestly, Naturia Beast ain't really hurting me too much right now. So I was like, okay, destroy the back row. Oh, I lied. He set 2 back row. He set 2 back row. So I popped 1 of them, and I forgot what it was, but it was something that was going to be problematic. And then I went into Trouble Sunny, battle phase, attacked into the Naturia Beast. And then I activated Trouble Sunny's effect, brought out Kiss-a-Kill and Lila, activated Kiss-a-Kill's effect to draw a card. And he chained his last set card he had, and it was Crossout Designator. I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, how does this help you? And then he was like, oh, wait, no. He flipped it back over, and I was like, oh, okay. Honestly, homeboy was like mad tired. He looked super exhausted. I was like, oh, honestly, I felt a little bad because when we sat down, he looked exhausted. I mean, granted, we were all there for like hours, and it was rounds back to back to back. No time to eat, no break, no nothing. It was a long, tiring, exhausting day. So I don't even blame him, to be honest, but yeah, homeboy looked super tired. But anyways, yeah, ended up swinging over the Ronin Raccoon with one of my twins and then swung 11 direct. Main phase 2, went back into Trouble Sunny, passed for turn. He does a few things and goes into, he had Karis on board and ends up summoning Shureg from the extra deck and then banishes my Trouble Sunny. And so I was like, okay, that's fine. Because I think at that point I still had a twin in my hand, a twin starter in my hand. So I was like, that's fine, I'll just make Trouble Sunny again. So he attacks directly with Shureg and Karis and then passes for turn. I draw for turn. And then I had an extra Trouble Sunny in grave. So I used Trouble Sunny's effect, banishing itself and then sending the Evil Twins boss monster from the deck to the graveyard. And he had no response, so I sent the Ominous, or the Shureg, to the graveyard, and then he activated Shureg's effect, adds the DD Crow, and I was like, oh, okay, shoot. That could be a problem. So I normal summoned my twin effect, summoned out the other twin, went into Kiss a Kill, activated Kiss a Kill's effect, and he chained DD Crow, banishing the Evil Twin Lila in the graveyard. So I was like, okay, that sucks. Not really, it just means I have to do extra steps, or I have to take extra steps. So yeah, he banishes the Evil Twin Lila in my graveyard. He was like, yeah, I mean, might as well gotta try something. And I was like, respect, I can respect that. So I used Kiss a Kill's effect, and then he changed DD Crow, banishing the Evil Twin Lila. So I had to not normal summon. I had to special summon back the main deck Lila. I think I had Lila Treat in my hand, so I just special summoned Lila Treat. Went back, I used the Lila and Lila Treat, go into Evil Twin Lila effect to pop his Karis, and go into Trouble Sunny, battle phase, attack, effect, attack again with Kiss a Kill and Lila, so 55, direct, and he still had that cross out designator on the field, so I was like, okay, that's his only set card, I have nothing to worry about. So yeah, I ended up taking round 9, and I was like, oh yeah, I felt a lot better about myself in terms of like what placement I was gonna get. But yeah, the player I played against, even though Homeboy was extremely tired, he was super nice. We talked a little bit afterwards, after the round.
How high?
All right, so round 9 just ended. Regional just ended. How'd you do, Johnny?
Good, guys. Top 130.
Top 130, yeah.
Top 130.
Yeah, with
Witchcrafter.
Witchcrafter
Of all things.
And not just Witchcrafter, but Witchcrafter with no side deck.
No side deck.
No side deck. And FrostyMcNugs. This guy.
Still got
Yo,
time.
85,
It's on 932.
and I pooped on pure ciphering. No match for DragonMaid.
They got those negations, but it don't matter.
It doesn't matter, because they get banished in end phase.
Yeah, oh yeah. So you made, it was 85, right?
Yes.
85 with DragonMaid.
Hey, it's pure.
Yes.
No, that Dragon Link bull.
Yeah, no, Dragon Link.
85. We made the same exact score. He got 85. I get 95.
I don't know.
Why? Because it's the camera. It's the camera.
It's the camera.
The camera gotta focus on this guy.
Oh, this guy's doing bad. Let's play some bad.
All right, man. How did you do for the vlog?
Top 95. What's up?
With
what?
Oh, what that?
PK, Phantom Knight.
Phantom Knight. Brave Phantom Knight. Hey.
Yeah. Out of 360?
360, you made
95 place.
95th place. Yep, that's my boy.
Up, man.
That's my boy.
Floowandereez.
All right, and the man, the Pacific Rim.
Today, we end the apocalypse. Let's go. 60th place. Got 6 wins, 3 losses. Wish I won 1 more, but we doing stuff today. So we doing stuff. It's just practice today, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you got that placing with what deck?
We got our Pacific Rim deck. We got them Kaijus. We got them machines. We making big beach decks. Let's go. Yes, sir.
All right, Nick.
Yeah.
How did we do?
Top half.
Top half?
Yeah,
Okay,
top half,
that's
which is good from first regional, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Adamancipator, kids.
Oh yeah.
Feel good, you know. Tired.
Oh yeah, all of us are tired.
Yeah.
What would you say was your hardest matchup?
Oh shoot, the Flunder that dropped a Mystic Mine.
Oh.
Yeah, that was rough. That hurt.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That was the most painful.
All right, Kyle, how did you do? You want to be part of the vlog?
You guys know what you're playing.
That's all nice. You were playing what?
I want to make mine.
I
want to make my
No, Invoked?
the one I'm
I wanted to as a meme, but I didn't take it so serious.
I'm pretty sure you would have threw a lot of people off.
Oh no, I made a joke about it. One guy says, if you do that at a regional, I will slap you. So I showed him my list. He's like, how does it work? So I showed him some plays online. He's like, oh shit, that's actually consistent.
All right, Greg, you want to You want to help us end this vlog out?
Yeah, sure was.
How much do?
He doesn't get one because
I got 63rd.
no, he had one job. What's the top for us?
What's the top one?
Top for us locals, but he failed. He doesn't get the block.
He doesn't get the.
Wait, what place were you? Whoa!
You got one job, man.
I was playing Metal Burbs, Raidraptors. Pretty good.
What was your toughest matchup today?
Short soul.
Short soul?
Probably I got dominated by Imperm Baylor Ash. So.
Gotcha.
Dummy.
Excuse me. This guy.
Hey, remember to like, subscribe, comment, click that bell, and check out FrostyMcNugs, by the way.
Hey.
So fun.
All right, so we just left, and I'm in the car, and yeah, it was fun. Regionals, it was super fun. First time ever playing at regionals, was super fun. Final score for me was 4 wins, 1 tie, and 4 loss. So, and it was about 360 something players, and I made 116th place. So yeah, we made you know, top 50% of the rankings. So you know, your boy feeling kind of good. But yeah, I had so much fun. Having my boys there made the experience a lot more fun and a lot more enjoyable to experience. And 9 rounds, my brain is fried. My legs are tired. I don't know why. I was literally sitting down basically all day. So I don't know why my legs are tired or why my legs hurt. That maybe that says a lot more about me than you know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button, and I would really appreciate it. And yeah, unfortunately I couldn't record the actual games. I did want to record the games, but they didn't want anybody filming inside the or like inside the room. So yeah, unfortunately I couldn't film anything. I had to film everything literally outside the room. But yeah, that's all I got for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And hopefully we do next time, or hopefully we do next time. Hopefully we do better next time. Hopefully we can get a better placement for the next regionals or something. But yeah, live twins did pretty good. Not gonna lie, I'm proud of myself. But all right, that's enough blabbering. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.